tutorial dan tips agar toko online, blog, dan bisnis makin ramai. Ide Anda, website Anda, domain Anda. Kunjungi hostinger.co.id dan segera daftarkan domain Anda.
Ada Shopee, Bintang ada Selfie.
Belinya di Shopee aja. Ada Shopee,
Shopee Ramadan Sale.
domain Anda. Kunjungi hostinger.co.id dan segera daftarkan domain Anda.
Saya terdengar, Bu. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony is going to start in 5 minutes. Please be ready. Saya terusin nggak apa-apa. Apologies for all the webinars Dr. Sandiaga cannot attend today. And we will start this event. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lilis. It's a precious change for me to be your Master of Ceremony in this very special occasion. We're delighted to welcome you to the international webinar, How to be a Young Creative Entrepreneur and Global Oriented 2021 in Faculty of Science and Technology, Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. The webinar aims to prepare quality human resources who are able to compete in the world of entrepreneurship. The quality expected is not only related to intellectuality, but also to individual character such as optimism for the future, hard work, and never giving up. The webinar is presented by the Committee of the Faculty of Science and Technology, which has nurtured the virtuous culture of collective values and the vibrant youth spirits of the Faculty of Science and Technology. It is an honor to me to introduce and welcome the judge, the Rector of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Dr. Singgih Purnomo MM, the first Vice Rector of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Mr. Tominanto MCS, the second Vice Rector of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Miss Paulinda Elina Stiti M.Eng, the Dean Faculty of Science and Technology of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Miss Indah Wayu Utami, the representative of University Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Ilham Sentosa, the representative of School Management Punjabi University Patiala, Dr. Satinder Kumar, the representative of National Institute of Labor Economics, Research and Development, NITI Aayog, Government of India, and also we welcome all the participants of international webinars. Next, I will introduce the moderators who has been represented beside me. She is Miss Indah Wayu Utami. She is the Dean of the Science and Technology Faculty at Universitas Duta Bangsa. And now, I will reading the CV of moderator. I'm so sorry. For a brief moment, we would like to invite you to rise and sing Indonesia Anthem, Indonesia Raya, and Mars and Hymne Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. May all be prepared.
Universitas Duta Bangsa membangun insan yang bertakwa, landaskan Pancasila untuk kejayaan Indonesia. Padamu persembahkan, wahai persada Nusantara, dalam panji Tridharma menuju cita mulia.
Gapailah citamu untuk masa depanmu, baktikan jiwamu untuk negerimu.
Tegakkan semangatmu, ayo terus maju. Baktikan karyamu untuk negara. Universitas Duta Bangsa,
Universitas Duta Bangsa,
harapan kita.
Okay, thanks for operator. Next, we will be following a panel discussion. Before proceeding to the event, I will introduce the moderator who have been present beside me. She is Miss Indah Wayu Utami. She is the Dean of the Science and Technology Faculty at Universitas Duta Bangsa. And now, I will reading the CV of moderator. Indah Wayu Utami, STMSI, the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia. Lecturer of Entrepreneurship, Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. Business Incubator, Team of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. And Companion of Small and Medium Micro Enterprises with Badan Nasional Sertifikasi Profesi or BNSP. And educational background, S1 Bachelor Degree in Industrial Engineering Study Program, S2 Graduate Master of Management Science, S3 Management, and on process in University Kuala Lumpur Business School, Malaysia. Okay. Well, I will submit the next event to the moderator by Ms. Indah Wayu Utami, MSc. Time and place is yours.
Sudah masuk? Ya, oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I hope we always be happy and be healthy. If I say in Indonesian language, semangka, semangat deh kakak, to all participant or speaker and all committee. Today is special day because I was in the international webinar 2021 organized by us from the Faculty of Science and Technology Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia, with the theme How to be a young creative entrepreneur and oriented global. A very interesting theme and in the line with the vision of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia as to be the global entrepreneur university. Thank you for the time and the opportunity you given to me to guide this panel presentation today. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim, this webinar international is one of work program Faculty of Science and Technology, Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. Today, we have the presence of 4 great speakers who are already in the Zoom Cloud meeting. Give applause, virtual applause for our speaker. Before the speaker deliver their presentation material, I will read the short curriculum vitae for speaker today. Please, operator, display PPT CV speaker. Okay. Speaker number 1. Okay, speaker number 1 from Indonesia, Mr. Dr. Singgih Purnomo Management. He is Rector of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia. the chairman of the Association of Indonesian Private Universities APTISI Commissariat II Surakarta, Central Java, Indonesia. The chairman of the Business Incubators team, lecturer in entrepreneurship at Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia, Doctor of Community Empowerment Development Extension Study Program, interest the field of empowerment of micro and small business UMKM. Okay, speaker number 2, operator. Speaker number 2 from Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Ilham Sentosa. He is a lecturer of University Kuala Lumpur Business School, Malaysia. He is a quantitative data analyst with interest in latent variable measurement models, longitudinal data analysis, structure equation modeling, parametric and non-parametric analysis, and measurement model approaches to data agreement. Next. Dr. Ilham, Doctor of Philosophy, Human Resource Management from University Utara Malaysia, Master of Public Administration, Gadjah Mada University Indonesia, Bachelor degree in Public Management from Institute of Governance Study Indonesia, major in Public Management. Okay. Teaching experience of Dr. Ilham is very too much, so I don't inform you more. Next. Okay. Okay. Speaker number 3 from India, Dr. Satinder Kumar. He is best known for his work on marketing and digital marketing. He has qualified 2 times UGC NITE and done doctoral degree in the area of ethical issues in e-marketing. He has been an assistant professor in the area of marketing of School of Management Study, Science 2008. Prior to joining SMS School of Management Studies, he was APC General in Education Department where he serves around 5 years. He has published more than 60 article, research paper in a wide variety of leading management and psychology journal, including Journal of Tourism Management, ABCD classified A category, Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services, 2 paper in Academy of Marketing Studies Journal, Helion IIMS, Abigyan, Paradigm, many more renowned journal. Good Best Paper Award in IIM Indoor NESME Summer Marketing Conference 2019. He has participated in various FTPs and workshops and presented paper at national and international conference or seminar, including IEM Indoors, ABGA at Indonesia, NESUS Monzi Institute of Management Studies, and many more renowned institutes. Next. The last speaker in the international webinar today, Prof. Dr. Minal Sarma Jagtaf. Prof. Dr. Minal Sarma Jagtaf is a PhD in applied economics with over 16 years of experience across a range of verticals. She has been associated with university teaching in multinational and cross-cultural teaching environment, working in reputed universities for the last 16 years. Okay, Dr. Jagtaf from MENA, I will call her. Dr. Jagtaf regularly published in reputed national and international journal. Her article also appear in leading newspaper and periodicals at regular interval. Dr. Mina is also an avid reader, writer, and blogger with a keen interest in politics. She also guides PhD scholar and two students have submitted their PhD thesis under her supervision till now. Her book titled Monetary Policy in India, Theory and Practice, published in 2017, has been well received in the academic cycle. Thank you, the operator. Okay, to all audience, if you have a question, please you can text your question on meeting chat. And after finish the all presentation, I will share your question to all speakers. Okay, we will start the presentation of the speaker. Immediately, we allow the first speaker from Indonesia. Okay. Rektor of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Mr. Dr. Singgih Purnomo, Magister Management. Mr. Dr. Singgih, can you say something to our participant?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I want to share my presentation.
No, Pak Singgih, can you say something, salam or greeting to all participants?
Okay.
Pak Rektor, Mr. Singgih, title of Dr. Singgih materials is Student Entrepreneurship Management Experience of Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. To Mr. Dr. Singgih Purnomo, you have 30 minutes to present your material. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, all participants. I want to share my experience, student entrepreneur management experience of Duta Bangsa University Surakarta, Indonesia. This is data from Duta Bangsa University graduate entrepreneurship growth in 3 years. In 2070, 2080, and 2090. About 15 students from Duta Bangsa University is entrepreneur. I want to share higher education graduate real condition in Indonesia. Increasing number of educated unemployment in Indonesia. Second, the existing gaps between working needs and higher education graduates competencies. Third, limited working opportunities. Fourth, higher education graduates mindset change from seeking job to becoming entrepreneurs. Fifth, widely opens opportunities to run business in Indonesia. How does Duta Bangsa University respond to the challenges? One, adjusting its vision to meet the recent challenges. Second, composing a flexible curriculum that is true Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka curriculum by which the students can have their choices whether to become professionals, academicians, or researchers, or entrepreneurs. Third, organizing a project-based entrepreneurship curriculum. Fourth, lengthening the internship programs up to 6 months long in accordance with the student interest, whether they want to become professional in certain companies or conduct research projects in certain institution or have entrepreneurial internship. Fifth, requiring the student to join the community services performs in certain under supervisory village to make them understand the real condition in the society, identify the people needs, team up helping people in finding solution, and enable people to apply the technological innovation. This is UDP Duta Bangsa vision, becoming an excellent university in the field of building an entrepreneur at global level in 2038. This is Duta Bangsa University mottos is moving. I want to education independence, building innovative and creative spirits, thinking far ahead, creating human who are pious and viewful to God and global oriented. This is 8 choice in independent learning activities. First is student exchange. Second is internship. Third is teaching assistant in educational unit. Fourth, research. Entrepreneurs, independent students. build a thematic real box and this is many activities from Duta Bangsa University student. Is products exhibition. This is many products from student entrepreneurship products, student entrepreneur. Via many activities from discussion with young entrepreneur. These activities is entrepreneurship visit from of lecturers and students of Duta Bangsa University. Via activities is integrated farming from societies in Surakarta. These activities is supervising tourist village. There are pictures shows UDP teaching factory in my campus. My student is many activities is winner of entrepreneurs competition at national level. There are many activities from student business mentoring and monitoring by incubator business team. Thank you for you appreciate and attention from my matter. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Dr. Sigi Purnomo, Management, for presentation you given to us. Very nice presentation about the experience of student entrepreneurship in Duta Bangsa University or Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta. Second speaker from Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Ilham Sentosa, lecturer, and he is still my best PhD supervisor from University Kuala Lumpur Business School, Malaysia. He will share material about young creative entrepreneur goes global. Okay, Dr. Ilham is ready. Usually I call him Mas Ilham.
All right.
Okay, can you on my video?
Yeah, it's on already, right?
Okay, you can say something to our audience before your presentation?
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam from Kuala Lumpur. How are you all? Sehat semuanya ya?
Okay, thank you, Mas Ilham. Okay, please present your material about 30 minutes. Time is yours. Okay.
All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good mornings, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, to Bapak Dr. Singgih Purnomo. Assalamualaikum Pak Singgih. Good morning Pak.
Salam.
Apa kabar Bapak? Sehat Pak?
Baik. Terima kasih.
Alright, and then also to all the my colleagues, all the panel speakers from India. Namaste, good morning from Kuala Lumpur. And then also to the organizer, from Duta Bangsa Universities Indonesia. So first of all, I'm honored to have 20 or 30 minutes to share just a little bit about about the young creative entrepreneurs, and then where are we right now, and also what we have to do next. And then the most important thing is what we have to do in order to challenge the environments, in order to go further, related to the current situations of the pandemic. All right, so first of all, let me introduce. My name is Ilham Sentosa. You can call me Ilhams. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, so feel free if you want to have a discussions with me. Okay, all right. So let's we try to put our discussions in very relaxed, in very relaxed environments. So Miss Moderator, please allow me to mix my presentations in Bahasa and also English. So my fellow panels, please allow me to mix my to present my talk in both languages, Bahasa and also English. Okay, all right. So if you see in here, this is because I saw that most of participants are students. So most of our students right now is when they see these pictures, I can see they are smiling. I can see they're smiling because this is one of the current Korea drama yang udah nonton startup ngacung angkat tangan. yang udah nonton startupnya silakan ngacung angkat tangan. The idea in here is I see a lot of our students is raise their hand. Okay, cool. Okay, yang udah nonton silakan ngacung angkat tangan. The idea in here is all the friends in here that's teman-teman semua ya, teman-teman semua sekarang kalau lihat sinetron ini, kalau lihat drama Korea ini, kalau lihat drakornya, it feels like we are on the incubator right now. So meaning that when you're staying at Duta Bangsa University, you're in the right place right now to develop your idea and also to facilitate your idea. But the most important thing is how we translate our idea into an actions, into decisions, into the setting, what we call it as implementations. Okay, so the idea in here is I'm not promoting this drama, okay, but actually is there's a lot of thought that inside the drama, which is related to our topic, for this morning, especially related to the young and creative. I do believe that all the millennials are in the right positions to develop the idea, to facilitate their desire on how to transform the idea into implementations. Okay, let's we continue to the next movement. Okay, so I have anyway, moderators, this morning I just want to show pictures. I don't have any text. You just want to see pictures because today is Saturday. So today we want to make sure that our discussion is totally relaxed. Okay, now I have two avocado on the left and also on the right side. Alpukat yang sebelah kiri dengan sebelah kanan. So if you see the avocados, okay, teman-teman silakan lihat alpukatnya sebelah kiri dengan sebelah kanan, on the left side, on the right side. Which one that do you think that the best avocado? Madam Moderator, I ask you, on the left side, on the right side? And then on the left side is avocado from one's country. I don't want to mention the name of the country, but on the right side is avocado from Nusa Tenggara Timur, NTT. So this is one of the province in Indonesia, on the eastern part of Indonesia. So this is a normal avocado, not premium yet, from that place. And then I do believe that when you see the avocado on the left, on the right, when I open the details, so this is on the right side. So can you imagine how for those who avocado lover, so for sure that you will you agree with me to see that the right side is much more effective to stimulate our appetite, okay, in terms of the view also good, in terms of the taste. We just seeing from far away, you can see that this is good. The idea in here is I want to highlight, especially for all our friends who's attending today's webinar, that please start to have a look. What are the resources that you have? What are the resources that currently exist on our left side, on our right side, in front of our eyes? So especially in Indonesia, when we talk about natural resources, it's unlimited. Sky is the limit. It's unlimited. So mean that teman-teman boleh silakan melihat potensi apa saja yang ada di sekeliling kita, dan kemudian potensi yang bisa kita katakan menjadi komoditi yang menarik untuk kita. Okay, my topic actually about goes global, karena sekarang berkaitan dengan pandemic, because related to the pandemic, the movement of people right now is it's not allowed, Then the distributions of product is allowed. So through this talk, I want to remind all these millennials that distributions of product is allowed. So meaning that this is the right time for millennials to see that what are the commodity that we are able to send abroad. Jadi teman-teman mulai berpikir bahwa avocado ini, kalau di NTT tadi di tempat asalnya di Pulau Suari itu 1 kilo itu nggak sampai Rp2.000 gitu loh. Tapi sementara di Turki kita tidak usah berbicara 1 kilo, satu biji avocado bisa mencapai beberapa dolar. Nah, this is the momentum for me. This is a momentum for all millennials to think about, to see all the resources that you have on your left side, on your right side, to start to identify that, okay, this is good. That's I need to go to, for example, Alibaba.com, to international marketplace, which is we have to provide to do a simple mapping, simple mapping to see that what are the needs right now, what is market needs right now, what is market needs, Then the next question is how we are able to send this product. This is the first idea that I want to talk. All right. This is another example of the product. This is manggis, manggis. So this is a premium mangosteens that's in Indonesia also. So we produce these mangosteens that I do believe that people's like premium market right now needs a lot. When we talk about commodity, there's a lot of potentials. But the first thing that I want to highlight for today is we start to identify, do mapping, mapping based on what? Mapping based on what is the market needs, and then we try to see that what we have currently that we are able to produce, that were able to send abroad. This is another type of just now it's a product, this is another type of this is another type of I call it services. This is one of the we call it sekolah kopi. Coffee is one of the best commodity. Coffee is one of the commodity. Previously, before pandemics, millennials, some of the millennials started their sending coffee, around the world. But during this pandemics, some of the startup, I talked to them that why don't during this pandemic we try to create our village, as a training center. So we are designing the village tourism, desa wisata. We call it desa wisata kopi. So this tourism village, transforming the coffee as a commodity. Previously, you just send raw material, beans and all these coffees as a raw material abroad. But right now, during the pandemic, we see that we are transforming right now step by step. That coffee is not more okay, coffee still as a commodity, but the training center. We hope that after pandemic later on. So that's why right now some of the millennials, they're very creative. They're doing tourism village, which is in their village later on. They are doing services. They're doing training center. So can you imagine there's all the coffee expert. We're expecting that coffee expert around the world. So we goes to that place later on. Of course, during this pandemic, started with the infrastructure of the village and also doing promotions and also start to design a package. As people, as all the villagers to participate to design their home as a homestay for the participants later on who will engage with the training. So this is the second types of products. This is the second types of commodity that's I do believe that young creative entrepreneurs, especially in Indonesia, able to design. Okay, jadi saya simpulkan ada dua tadi. Yang pertama adalah produk. Produk itu berarti komoditinya, ya. Apakah dalam bentuk buah-buahan, apakah dalam bentuk rempah-rempah dan sebagainya. Yang kedua adalah dalam bentuk services. Services seperti yang saya utarakan tadi. Services adalah misalnya tadi membuat sekolah kopi, karena kalau jual kopi aja mungkin hanya sekitar $20-30, tetapi kalau kita membuat desa wisata kopi, desa wisata kopi, income yang dihasilkan untuk si pengekspor kopi dan juga masyarakat di sekitarnya jauh lebih efektif. So next, alright. So next issue is how to start. So related to our topic today, that's goes global. Okay, goes global. So if you see in here, that's I put a tagline: ideas made to matter. This is one of my pictures when I was in MIT, US. The keyword in here is integrated logistics. That's millennials. If you want to go for global, if you want to go for global business, you have to start to learn how to do logistics. It's a must, it's a must. How to design the ecosystem from A to Z, how to get a clear understanding, procedures of export. What is happening currently is most of millennials feel that they talk to me, Prof. Ilham, it's very difficult right now doing export because a lot of regulations from government and also from the countries that we want to, from destinations that we want to send our product. I talk to them that this is challenge actually. This is challenge. Challenge in terms of what? Challenge in terms of the for time being, maybe you need to do collaborations, collaborations with the startup, collaborations with the vendor who have started with their business. They have started sending their product abroad. Like few startup, they have a brains, they have a good idea, but their challenge is they talk to me that they don't have enough capital to go for export, and then they don't understand the process of the LC or shipment and so on, and negotiations of the documents. So this is the thing that I want to highlight it, that actually during this pandemic, this is the best time for millennials to learn. You know, like information is everywhere right now. Information is everywhere on the YouTube, Facebook. You know, even a lot of blogs. They even a lot of well-established vendor. You know, a lot of well-established vendor. They encourage. You know, they encourage new product. You know, to join with them. So okay, teman-teman, mungkin untuk memulai ekspor sangat susah ya, sangat susah karena banyak teman-teman yang merasa kesulitan dari segi regulasi dan kemudian proses mekanisme ekspor yang berbelit-belit ya. Tetapi apa yang ingin saya sarankan adalah untuk tahap awal ini kita bergabung ataupun kita join dulu deh, kita kolaborasi. Intinya teman-teman punya produk ya, kita punya produk dan kita tahu bahwa produk ini diperlukan. Misalnya kayak alpukat tadi. Alpukat tadi ketika di Nusa Tenggara itu hanya harganya di bawah Rp2.000. Rp2.000 saya nggak tahu berapa dolar tuh sekarang. Tetapi ketika pasar Turki memerlukan alpukat yang premium, saya bilang sama teman-teman di sana gitu loh. Coba kolaborasi deh. Sekarang banyak fintech, banyak startup yang sudah memulai ekspor. Nah, tolong libatkan penduduk, tolong libatkan masyarakat bahwa kita sama-sama bekerja. Alpukat ini sayang karena harga yang terlalu murah, tapi kita memerlukan teknologi bagaimana supaya alpukat kita bisa kita kirim keluar. Nah, kata kuncinya ada di kolaborasi. Kolaborasi dengan startup yang sudah well established, startup yang mau merangkul, banyak sekali di Indonesia, banyak sekali startup yang mau merangkul teman-teman yang punya ide-ide baru, teman-teman yang sanggup untuk memenuhi pangsa pasar global. Nah, okay, now let's continue. So in conclusion, this morning actually I want to talk about transformation from the left side to the right side, transformations of the products or services that we have in front of our eyes, that the product that we have on our left, on our right sides, that's we believe that our product is good. You know, like this now when I talk about avocado is good. Avocado is premium. You compare the first avocado on the left side is very small. You know, very small, like the size like an egg. You know, but the on the right side the size is huge, big. I do believe that you know, the avocado is not just simply, you know, that we go for the local market. Yes, of course, local market is fulfilled, but there is a lot of potentials of a foreign market right now. Still talk about avocado. What happening right now? Some entrepreneurs, some millennials in that place right now started. They made they have succeed made connections with the cosmetic vendor in South Korea, you know. Jadi avokadonya sekarang jadi raw material untuk pembuatan kosmetik. Nah, ini teman-teman yang nonton drakor nih pasti tahu bagaimana avokado jadi kosmetik. So maybe that's right now we try to design what we call it as utilizations of our product and also our services. Now, when we talk about goes global, the most important thing is data. You know, data. To all friends, you know, to all participants, make sure that before you plan for the global markets, make sure that you have a very detailed data. So you have from A to Z data related to the product or services. Intinya seperti ini. Kenapa saya bercerita tentang data? Bahwa kelemahan kita ketika kita akan melakukan ekspor adalah data yang belum terintegrasi. Jadi kayak alpukat tadi, misalnya di satu tempat itu panen, dan tempat yang lain belum panen. Jadi ada semacam siklus ya, supaya ketika kita signing kontrak dengan vendor dari luar, dengan buyer kita kan harus memenuhi supply setiap bulannya tuh. Nah, itu yang harus kita kita siasati menjadi sebuah data yang terintegrasi. Sekarang kan sudah banyak platform-platform data, pakai IoT, pakai artificial intelligence, pakai big data. So this is the thing that I want to highlight, for today discussions. Yang pertama tadi, the first one is we talk about let's see the product, let's see product just in front of our eyes. Do not see far away, do not see far away. Like in Indonesia, there's a lot of commodity. In India, I also believe that's a lot of commodities. And then second is the commodity can be translated into two categories. Number one is tangible product. Number two is services. Services. Next is millennials. If you want to go abroad, then you need to start to see about integrated logistics. To study from A to Z related to the export process. But I do believe that for beginner level, doing export is not easy. To be honest with you, doing export is not easy. You need a lot of experience. But what we can do is the password is collaborations, which is you may engage with the well-established startup. That is number 3. Number 4, we talk about data on how to integrate data related to the product, data related to the product that we are able to make sure the supply within the contract we are able to fulfill. In conclusions, okay, before I close my talk, actually when we talk about young creative entrepreneurs, when you seeing a product and when you're using services that you want to send abroad, how to sustain the process later on. Okay, this is one of the tips that I do believe that every time during my talk, during the webinars, I always mention that please utilize, utilize people surrounds you. Let's get our neighbor, let's get our farmers in touch with our business. Why? To make it sustain, it's not just about vendor to vendor, but how we are able to bring all people around us to participate in our business. Okay, that's all for my talk. I do believe that a lot of things that we will discuss during the Q&A sessions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mas Ilham. Thank you, Prof. Ilham. Nice presentation. Okay. Next speaker, I will call Dr. Satinder Kumar from Punjabi University, Patiala, India. Dr. Satinder.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible?
Okay, digital marketing, to success for young entry. Title of Dr. Satinder material today. Are you ready, Dr. Satinder?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, before you presentation your material, can you say something to our audience?
Yeah, sure, definitely. So before I start my presentation, I would love to thanks to the organizer for giving me this opportunity, and very good morning to all the participants, more specifically the panelists who are my colleagues in this international webinar. So today I will talk about regarding, my screen is visible to all. Kindly please let me know so that I can continue with my presentation. My screen is visible.
Yeah.
Thank you. So my previous panelist, Dr. Ilham, was talking about we have to see on the left side or on the right side what are the resources that we are having, so that we can start the business, we can start the new venture. So even to start any entrepreneur or to start any business, most of the time the basic things that will be there in their mind is they need some investment, they need some financial resources. But as far as the kind of entrepreneurship and the venture I'm going to talk about, I do not think hardly any investment or the financial resources are required. The only one thing that is required is only the knowledge, the experiences that person they can have in the digital marketing. Reason being, either we have to sell the product in a local market, or we have to sell a product at the national level, or we have to sell a product in the global level. The only one thing that is required is the skills, is the knowledge, or is the experiences. So I will talk about with just a minute. Let me. So today I'm going to talk about what are the key successful skills which are required in an entrepreneur so that he can start a business at the global or at the local level. So when we talk about this digital entrepreneurship, it is basically usually refers to the online entrepreneurs, in which a person is supposed to have expertise in the digital media or in the technology. He needs some technical skills that he can later on use in order to start their own business. They can have their different applications. They can start the different websites. They can start the different social media pages, and all these uh, platforms that can be used by the other business organizations to promote their product, to promote their services. So just a brief information regarding what exactly is marketing and how the things that has been happening in the digital marketing. So either we talk about, well, when we talk about this digital marketing, it will include all the aspects. Either it is concerned with the production, it is concerned with the promotion of a product, it is concerned with the distribution of a product, and even after the sales services, all the activities that have been taking place in a business organization, more or less, they are directly indirectly related with the marketing. And when we are going to use the technology, more specifically the website, internet, social media pages, then it will become a digital marketing. If we have a look in the past, what exactly that has been happening in the offline marketing or in the physical marketing, that was more of monologue. One-way communication was there. One-way communication in the way, it was only the company that was sending the informations to their customer, and there was no any feedback. There was no any reward back from the customer side. So that was more of monologue. But now when we have entered, we have in the advanced era of technology, now the dialogues that are going to take place. Now the customer instantly they can give feedback. Either they are on the website, either they are on the social media, either they are on the emails. Once the informations that have been delivered by the company to their customer, instantly the reactions that he will get from the customer side. So the dialogues, which is one of the best activity that have been taking place in the digital marketing. Now, the different persons, those who are planning to start entrepreneurs, who are interested, who are planning to start their own business, and they are not having any resources, I must suggest these are the different strategies. These are the different tools that the marketer, the business organizations, they have been using in the current technology, in the current era, in the advanced era. So a person, he cannot be expertise in all these different tools, but if he is able to have expertise, if he is having a knowledge regarding only one strategy, he can start earning, he can start his own business, he can start delivering services to the other business organization, and ultimately start earning without spending even a single penny on any kind of entrepreneurs. So one by one, I'm going to talk about what exactly that has been happening, what will happen under each strategy. So first, I will talk about SEO, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is basically a tactic that can be used by the business organization in order to get a high ranking of the company website. Okay, I try to make it as simple. It seems technical, but not at all it is technical. Okay, you people are going to use the Google. Your people are going to use the Yahoo. You people are going to use the other search engines. What exactly that has been happening when you are going to search on any search engine? Say you are going to search something, and as a result of that search, some different results are there in front of you on your laptop screen or on your mobile phone. Why the website that which is on at the first level, and why the another website that is on the second position, why the another website that is on the third position? And normally what exactly has been happening when we talk about this search engine optimization, if most of the time we people are going to talk, we people are going to click on the first website or the first link that have been given to us. And what exactly will happen when we are going to click on the first link? Maximum traffic will visit, maximum online user they will visit that website, and ultimately that website will be able to generate maximum revenue for that company. So that's why most of the company they would prefer their company website must be at the top in the search engine. So SEO is going to help us how we can bring our company website at the top or at the position first on different search engine pages. Either they are on the Google, they are on the Yahoo, they are on the Bing, or they are on any other. It is basically organic way. Organic way means the company they are not going to pay even a single penny to the search engine to bring their website at the top. We are having a two kind of optimization: on page optimization and off page optimization. Later on I will talk about what exactly that will happen. So the basic motive of SEO is to bring high ranking of the company websites. Say, for example, I have taken two examples in order to make the things more clear to you. I have used one keyword, online study material. And as a result of this search that have been done by me, why the first website, that is neos.ac.in, it has been at the rank 1. It has been at the position 1. Why the ncrtbook.guru, it is at the position 2. Why the Vedantu.com, it is at the position 3. It is all because of search engine. If you people are able to learn this skill, you can start delivering your services to the different business organizations and start earning without spending even a single amount. I have taken another example, the tourist places. Say, for example, I have to visit the Indonesia and I'm more interested to have what are the tourist places that I can visit. So as a result of this, thrillphilia.com, that has been at the position 1. Qualityfy.com, that has been at the position 2. Thejatra.com, it is at the position 3. Why? It is all because, or normally what I will do, if I have to choose, if I have to select the different tourist places at Indonesia, mostly what I will do, I'm going to click on the first link, thrillphilia.com, and ultimately this website, this company will generate the business for their own company. So that's why mostly company they would prefer to have high ranking in the search engine. So this is the skill that we supposed to have if we are planning to start a business in the digital market. Now these are the what exactly is SEO? It is basically modifying the company website. Say this university, Dutta Bangsa Surakarta, they are having their own website. So in order to bring this their university's website at the top, the company they can use the search engine optimization. It is basically they have to modify their website, and what kind of modifications are required so that they can bring their website at the top. So the 5 different strategies that have been given to us. First, it is the domain name strategy. Second is the linking strategy, keyword strategy, title tag, meta description. So these are the different things. These are the different strategies that different skills that we supposed to have if we have to bring company's website at the top. So first strategy was the domain name. It is basically a magnet that will attract the audience toward company's website. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very conscious when people are going to decide the name of the domain. Domain name, what exactly? It is basically the address of the company's website. Domain name is basically the address of the company website, and it must indicate the name. The domain name must indicate the name of the business organization. It must indicate the location. It must indicate the kind of product they are selling. If all these things are there in a domain name, so I'm 100% sure maximum traffic that they are going to visit on your website. I have taken few examples to make it more clear to you what exactly is the domain name. I have taken the domain name of my own department. It is smswww.smspup.ac.in. I have taken the another example of this Dutta Bangsa University, udc.ac.in. Another example that have been taken by me. So I was talking about it must indicate the name of the institution, name of the company. SMS, it stands for School of Management Study. So it is indicating the name of the organization. PUP, it is indicating the location of the Punjabi University, Patiala, indicating the location of the department. So we have to be very careful whenever we are going to choose the domain name, because it is the magnet that will attract the audience. So this is the website of my own department, and at the top the domain name that have been given to us. Same has been, this is the website page of the Dutta Bangsa University, and at the top the domain name of the university is given to us. So we have to be very careful when we are going to use the domain name for the company. Second strategy is the linking. Two kind of linkages are there, inbound and outbound. I will not go into more technical to make the things confusing for all the participants. In a simple way, linking means the company websites are linked with other companies' website. Linkages means, say for example, I'm having one company, I'm having a website, and I'm going to link my company website with the website of the other companies, and ultimately as a result of that my company's website is going to appear at the top. But with whom I have to develop the linkages? I have to develop the linkages with only those companies' website, those who are already having a high ranking in the search engine. I should not go for having a huge number of linkages. It would spoil, it will damage the ranking, my company's website ranking. So I have to be very careful regarding this selection, with whom I have to develop the linking or with whom I should not have to develop the linkages. I have taken the another example. Say for example, I must appreciate this the university of this Dutta Bangsa. Reason being, he is very active. This university is very active on the different platforms. So they are having a linkages. They have developed a different. They are registered on the different companies' websites. More specifically on the social media, Instagram.com, Facebook, YouTube. So it is all because when we talk about Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, they are having their own website, and they are very at the high ranking on the different search engine page. So when we are having a linkages with these companies, so ultimately my company's website will definitely get a high ranking. I have taken another example, this Klinger Burger, which is basically a burger chain, I suppose, at Indonesia. So they have a linking with the Zomato. They are having a linking with the Instagram. They are having a linking with the GoFood.ac.in. So these are the distributors, maybe the food delivery service providers at Indonesia. So they are, reason being, this burger chain, they are having a linkages with the different companies, and ultimately this company, they are going to get a high ranking in the search engine. So second strategy was to have a linking. The third strategy is the keyword. What are the different words? What are the different content? What are the different keywords that we supposed to have in the website? A spider, an algorithm that has been working on the different search engine. So for example, say I have used the word and in the previous slide, the tourist places in Indonesia. This is the word that has been used by me in order to search the tourist places at Indonesia. And as a result of this, what Google will do, Google will start searching what are the different websites they have been using this word, the tourist places at the Indonesia. So ultimately, the website, those the company's website, those they have been using these keywords. As a result of that, my company's website will start getting a high ranking. So what are the different keywords and the content we supposed to have in the website? There is a one website that is called www.worldtracker.com. Similarly, other websites are there. They can provide us the information. What are the different keywords that which are being used by the online user in order to search something related to your business, and I can identify those keywords and that I can incorporate, that I can add in my own company's website. We can use the different phrases, but normally we have to avoid using the common words. For example, and, the, of, etc., etc. So, for example, I have taken three screenshots in order to make the things more clear. Say, for example, I have used the keyword of Institute Duta Bangsa. So, as a result of this keyword, what are the different results? So first link that have been given to us is for the College of Information and Computer Management. Another link is given to us. Okay, when I'm going to change my keyword, now I'm going to use the word of University Duta Bangsa. Now see the results that we are having. In the previous slide, the first website that have been given to us, that was for the Scholars of Information Computer Management. But when I have used the another keyword, University Duta Bangsa, the results were different, and different companies were given, the websites were given different positions. I repeat again, when I have used this, the word of this Institute Duta Bangsa, this was the website that was at the top position. But when I use the word of University Duta Bangsa, now the same university, same link that have been at the position 3. Now now the things would be clear. The keywords that have been used by the online user in order to search anything are very crucial, very important. That business organization, they have to add those keywords. Now another third keywords that have been used by me, the University Duta Bangsa, because this is the word that have been repeatedly used by this university in their website, on their different social media pages, on the different brochure, etc., etc. So ultimately, when I'm going to use this word, it will directly bring the university's website at the top. So keywords are very important, what to decide what to add or what not to add in the company's web. The third strategy that we can have is the title tag. This is the first thing. This is the first thing that we can have at the top, and then this is the things that first appear in front of us, and maximum 65 characters that we can have in the title tag. Meta description, it is basically the brief information regarding the company. In the next slide, I will try to make it more clear what exactly is the title tag and the meta description. Okay, so for example, I have used the keyword of University Duta Bangsa courses. So this is the domain name that is going to appear at the top. I was talking about the title tag. It is basically the name of the organization, name of the institutes, name of the university, name of the business organization, and maximum 65 characters that we can use. And we have to be very careful what title tag we are going to decide. It must include the keyword, it must include the name of the organization, it must include the location as well. Meta description, it is basically the little brief information regarding the company. So this is how we have to be very careful regarding selecting the name. This is the another example that have been taken by me from my own department website. The domain name, title tag, and the meta description. So, meaning therefore, in order to bring high ranking for the company website, we have to be very careful regarding the domain name, regarding the linking, regarding the title tag, regarding the meta description, and regarding the keywords that we can use. If a person, they are having expertise in all these different strategy, he can start his or her own business, and they can start delivering services to the different companies, and they are not going to spend even a single amount. Now, most of the time, the people we people get confused how search engine optimization is different from the search engine marketing. Both or less seems to be same. I was talking about SEO is a organic way of getting a high ranking for the company website. Mean company, they are not going to spend even a single amount. They are not going to pay even a single amount to the Google or to any search engine. But when we talk about the SEM, search engine marketing, the company, they are going to make a payment to the search engine to have high ranking for the company website. Okay. Okay. Say for example, I have used the keyword of airline tickets. Now, as a result of this, can anyone let me know the how the first 4 websites that have been given to us is different from rest of the other next 3 websites? Anyone? Hello, I would love to have a interaction from the participants or from the audience side if they can make a distinction how they are different. Reason being, I have already mentioned on the slide, the first 4 websites, they are a part of the SEM, they are a part of the search engine marketing, in which the company, they have paid. But how we can identify these are the paid website and rest of the other 3s are they are the part of the SEO and they are unpaid? If anyone can make a they can differentiate. Kindly unmute yourself. Anyone who is interested to answer. No one. Okay. Okay. If you people can identify. In a small box, the word AD is written. Again, here AD word is written. AD is written. AD is written. But in rest of the other websites, nothing such kind of words are there. So AD stands for the advertisements. So anyone, they can easily identify. Say when we talk about this, makemytrip.com, gobibo.com, cleartrip.com, and the jetairways.com. So these are the different companies they have paid to the Google in order to bring their company website at the top, and these are the temporary tools and the strategies that have been used by the company so that they can have a maximum traffic on their company, but they cannot continue with the same strategy. Reason being, it would be very expensive to pay to the Google to bring a high ranking or to bring the company's website at the top. We have to use the organic way, that is search engine optimization. No doubt it will take time. Within a day, within a week, within a month, you cannot bring your company website at the top. It will take time, but once it has been there, you are going to have a excellent work in the search engine.
Dr. Satya, 5 minutes again.
Okay. Okay. Doctor, I will try to make the things compile as early as possible for me. So search engine, another website, another strategy that company they can use is the social media marketing. All the youth, teenager, maximum persons they have been on the social media. Either we talk about Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, etc., etc. And this is the best way that company they can use to promote their product. If a person they are having expertise how to use efficiently social media, they can develop a huge business for the business organization. I have taken one example. What exactly that we people are doing on a Facebook? What exactly we do? Most of the time we are going to like whatever the post that have been shared by our friends or by our members on the Facebook. What we people are going to do on the LinkedIn, what we people are going to do on the YouTube. Just recall, and accordingly I have tried to make the things more. I like coffee, so normally what you people are going to do on the Facebook, you are liking whatever the posts that have been posted. LinkedIn, it is basically professional. I'm good at drinking at a coffee. On the YouTube, you people are going to watch the different clips, different videos, different ads. Watch me as I drink coffee. All the number of different platforms that we are having in the social media, but we have to be very careful. What we cannot use the same content for all the social media. Reason being, when we talk about the Facebook, it is basically social media page to have a social connections with the or the social relations with the different people. But as far as when we talk about the LinkedIn, again it is a networking technique, but in this case the audience are entirely different from the audience at the Facebook. It is a professional social media page. YouTube has something else. Twitter has to something else. So we have to be very choosy what social media that we have to choose and the kind of content that we have to post on the social media marketing. It would enable the other advocate. What exactly that has been happening on the once the company they have shared their promotional ad on the social media, and it is the audience who are talking about positive and negative regarding that product. So they are enabling other persons to talk positive and negative for your business. Social media page is like a cocktail party. First, the business organization, they have to first listen to their audience, and later on they have to reply whatever the things that they are coming from their side. I must appreciate that I have already been appreciate this University Dutta Bangsa. They are very active on the different social media. These are the Facebook page for this university. They are active on the YouTube. They are active on the LinkedIn. So content, another the kind of content that we have to use either for the on the social media page or on the website or on the different platforms that we have been using. So these are the different channels where we can use the different content. We can use the website, we can use the blogs, we can use the videos. Let me share. There is a one video I have used. Miss Indra, kindly please let me know, is this video visible to all and they are able to listen? Is this video visible? Kindly, anyone who from the audience side, they can please let me know whether this video is visible to them or not. So when we talk about this content marketing, we have to take care about scheduling, consistency, informativeness, relevance, and reuse of the content. We must have a proper schedule. The consistency must be there. The informativeness. I will not talk about. These are the few examples that have been taken by me from my own country website. There is a one Milk Made product, Amul butter is there, and this company they have been using the different kind of content in order to get the attentions of the customer. and they have been very, all the informations are very informative, consistencies are there, relevance are there, and they have been keep on using the same kind of content. Affiliate marketing, in this case, the company, they have been sitting at the back and someone else, they are promoting a product on the company side. So these are the different affiliate programs. Flipkart is there, Amazon.coms are there, eBays are there. So these are the different affiliate company. They are selling a product on the company's behalf, and they are earning profit. Viral marketing, the contents are very important. Normally we people are having online user, they are keep on sharing the, or they are keep on spreading the different messages that have been developed by the different company. Even they are intentionally and unintentionally, they are keep on sharing with their customer. So in this case, the company, they have to develop the kind of content so that their customers, their users, they keep on sharing with their different page. These are the few images that have been taken by me from the Facebook or from the WhatsApp. Email marketing, another best example, very economical for a company. So most of the time we people have been getting a number of commercial emails from the different companies, and most of the time if you people have not given a consent to get information, most of the time we people are going to most of these mails, they will go in the spam box. But if in case you have given consent, you are registered with that company, it will always be on your inbox. And these are the different subjects regarding which we people are going to get the emails. Influencer, most of the time we are under the influence of the different person. Being a youth, being a teenager, most of the time we are having a we have been following someone, and whatever they have been doing, normally whatever the product they have been doing, whatever the things they have been doing, normally we prefer to behave like them. So another skills that we can identify, who are the different influencers who are having a maximum followers, so that the company, they can use them in their ads to make them to sell their product. One example that have been taken by me, Fair and Lovely. Most of the youth, they are more conscious about regarding their fairness, and they have been using the different brands and companies in order to promote their. So these are the different influencers, the different personalities who are having a maximum following in the digital media. So ultimately, I would wind up with just an.
I'm sorry, doctor. Time is running out.
No, it's over. I have done with my presentation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Satinder.
No issue, not at all. I can understand.
Your presentation. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Satinder, for your nice presentation. Is so much knowledge for us. Next speaker, I will call to Professor Dr. Menal Sharma Jagtap. Okay, I'm sorry if I call you in the correct name. The one and only was our beautiful speaker today. Okay, Dr. Menal, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Prof. Menal Sharma will share material about entrepreneurship in the post-COVID world, challenge and success stories. For Dr. Menal Sharma, please, you can give greeting to our audience before you present your material.
That would be my pleasure. A very good morning to all esteemed panelists and participants who have joined this international webinar. I would also like to extend heartfelt thanks to the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on this very pertinent topic chosen for today's webinar: how to be a young creative entrepreneur with a global orientation. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much
I
from
would
Dr.
request the host
Meena.
to kindly share my material.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, can you share on your PPT or my computer?
No, I would like the host to share the material. I would.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, thanks. You can present your material about 3 minutes and time is your.
Ma'am, would it be possible for the host to share my material from your team?
My team. Okay,
Yes.
okay. How are you today, ma'am? I'm very happy if you can join with us. My computer prepare your PPT, so don't go anywhere.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, as we speak, many countries of the world are struggling to contain the pandemic. The current pandemic is a black swan event, an unexpected and hard to predict event, not even within the range of our normal expectations. So, while the magnitude of the human tragedy is still unknowable and outside the realm of our expertise, the economic and financial impact is slowly coming to the view. The organizations world over have now been impelled to reassess their business strategies in order to survive. And also, the new businesses can now exist only if they are based on strategies needed to survive in the present times. So, actually, unlike one of my previous speakers, my presentation is full of content, and I have focused more on the conceptual aspects which would help our budding entrepreneurs. So, kindly let me know if the speed is fine, or should I speak more slowly, or I'll try to speak slowly as I can. So next slide, please. Yeah. So before the crisis of COVID-19, there have been two more examples in the history that have changed the course of entrepreneurship and doing business, among other things. One has been the SARS pandemic of 2002-2004, and the other has been the financial crisis of 2008. And both events have created new fields of entrepreneurship, or you can say new ways of doing business. For example, China, which was much impacted by SARS, witnessed a boom in e-commerce company post that, and companies like Alibaba became big during these times. Similarly, the financial crisis of 2008 also gave rise to a culture of sharing resources. We all know about companies like Uber and Airbnb that were born during those times. Even the birth of Bitcoin also took place at that time only. COVID-19 is way massive than any of those two events I've just mentioned. And the impact has been vast, and no economy has been untouched by it. So everywhere we have been flooded with data on economic impact of the virus. And I have quoted some figures in my next slide, which I have taken from the World Bank. So not going into the detail of those figures, which you can read on your own, I would like to just say that entire world is going through a global economic slowdown. And along with global economic slowdown, the global trade is also estimated to have fallen by 5.3% in 2020, while it is projected to grow also by 8% in 2021. Whether it be the emerging markets, developing countries, or the advanced economies, none of them have been spared by it, and all the economies have gone through an economic slowdown. All these figures, predict a global economic slowdown and a painful recovery. However, the same situation has brought growth for some industries and sectors. So that is the positive aspect. For example, despite being hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic, the media industry has been able to keep its chief stakeholder, that is the customer, informed and engaged. Despite being faced with a stressful time, Amazon has coped very well. Content production industry players like Netflix and Amazon have witnessed increase in their viewership and high growth. Of course, we all know about the popularity of Skype and Zoom, which have surged since many organizations have shifted their preferences for these tools. Hence, all is not lost. What is needed is careful planning for a career in entrepreneurship. And this is the need of the hour. So now when we talk about being successful in entrepreneurship, we must remember, next slide, please, ma'am. Next slide. Yeah. So when we talk about being successful in entrepreneurship, we must remember that there are few characteristics or inherent traits which are present in all entrepreneurs. Let me highlight briefly some of those characteristics. Most of us are aware of those characteristics, but for the budding young entrepreneurs, it would be a quick test of whether they are fit to become an entrepreneur or not. Curiosity, yes, this is, I think there's some echo which is going on. Yes, curiosity, yes, this is one of the most important skills. People with entrepreneurial skill are curious, they always seek new opportunities, and in short, they are never afraid of challenge and change. They always challenge the status quo. Second is the structured experimentation. So what is structured experimentation? Yes, when the opportunities arise, people must seize them at the right moment. Anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur must have the ability to conduct market research and run pilot tests to find out whether the ideas that they are thinking of pursuing are even worth pursuing, whether they are marketable or not, whether they have the potential to succeed in reality or not. Third is adaptability. Yes, the budding entrepreneurs also need to know how to survive in a dynamic environment. So when outside business environment changes, they quickly need to adapt. There are many examples to prove us that entrepreneurs who possess these skills have survived and even succeeded in crisis environment. I have discussed a few case studies based on these factors in my coming slides. Next slide, please. The earlier one, ma'am, please. Decisiveness. This is another important trait of entrepreneurship. It is the ability to make challenging decisions. And yes, remember that if the outcome is not favorable, you must have the courage to bravely take swift corrective actions. Confidence, of course, this is one important ingredient for success in any field. Entrepreneurs should have confidence. They must be very confident because they are the best marketing tool for their businesses. And their confidence can help them win over investors as well as consumers. Team building. Yes, team building helps you to succeed. Great teams of any organizations are those which complement the abilities of the entrepreneur. And only teams drive a venture towards success, not an individual. So team building is very, very important. Risk tolerance. We have studied in many books and so many people have told us that this is one of the most important skill of an entrepreneur. By risk tolerance, we mean that you must be prepared to take some level of risks, which is imminent in any business venture. But of course, you should always be prepared to minimize the failure. Next slide, please, ma'am. Yes. Case for innovation during the pandemic. Now, in this slide, I would like to say that this is the time, it is the time of crisis when you also find opportunities everywhere. So being innovative and creative is one of the key skills for being a successful entrepreneur, more so in turbulent times like today. What we saw in last year was that when things became difficult with the onset of pandemic, the businesses concentrated on things like pursuing known opportunity spaces. They started to conserve cash to minimize risk, or they waited till more clarity. However, what I would like to stress here is that when faced with challenges, the business leaders, the entrepreneurs must take a more innovative approach and urgent actions to take the crisis head on. They should look at things like meeting the shifting consumer needs. So when the consumer needs are shifting, you must find out ways to meet them quickly, identify and quickly address the opportunity areas which are being created, and of course, ensure that the resources are allocated appropriately. Next slide, please. Now we all agree that innovation is one of the key ingredients for success of entrepreneurs. We must know what should the business leader do about it. Now, McKinsey & Company, which is one of the top consulting firms, have listed some guidelines, the critical practices that have greatest impact on innovation success. And according to the research team, historical data suggests that companies which invest in innovation during the time of crisis outperform their peers during the recovery time. So one of the measures that they have suggested is Discover. This means that companies should invest in rediscovering the new trends. That is, they must always reinvest in matters like what matters to the consumers now, what they want from their businesses now, and how it will impact their business. So discover. For example, brick and mortar retail may never return to its days of glory post-pandemic, and e-commerce may become the mainstay. So such information should be readily used to create new products, new services, meet the customer experiences, and develop new business models. Next is Choose. This involves the decision to reallocate resources towards the best opportunities that would come in the future. For example, a company which may have planned to launch a range of gym products earlier may shift to building its direct-to-consumer e-commerce business, because gym might not be in operation and people may not prefer to go to such places even after the pandemic ends. Evolve. This means to be prepared to evolve in the changing situations. For example, China's offline transactions dropped to 70% during lockdown, but only half of the drop returned post-lockdown. So these are the kind of changes which would be sustainable, and the businesses need to evolve according to those changes. Next slide. Accelerate. During the crisis, the pace at which the businesses need to bring out new ideas into the market must be accelerated. So this means that promptly new ideas, new products should be launched. For example, in support of COVID response, many industrial companies the world over started producing ventilators, masks, sanitizers, etc. to cater to the increasing demand. Scale. This means that when the pace of new product being launched in the market increases, when the speed increases, the supply chain and the other enablers of scale must also keep pace with the growing demand. So all the ecosystem has to move, mobilize. For success of innovation, it is important for the companies to instill an agile culture and working model to mobilize innovation. For example, during COVID times, many pharma industries, they became allied together to share the compound libraries in search for COVID therapies. Even the competitors came together to achieve common goals. Next slide, ma'am. Having discussed why is it important for business leaders to be innovative and what qualities they must possess, it would be good to provide evidence in the form of few success stories. So what I have done is I have taken success stories of few women entrepreneurs who chose to be innovative, creative, and seize the crisis as opportunities to grow and succeed. Journey Weavers, a company founded in 2015, was offering customized experiential trips for families, milestone occasions, etc. before the pandemic. However, post-pandemic, it saw that many of its clients started asking for refunds of their advance bookings as travel became difficult. So this young women entrepreneur, Shalini Raj, creatively pivoted the startup into a wedding-focused startup for COVID times that organizes end-to-end weddings with 50 to 60 attendees and ensures not more than 2 guests are in the same room and other COVID norms. So this particular venture had a huge demand as they were lockdown restrictions forced people to constrain the number of guests they would invite in their weddings. Similarly, Suhani Mohan, an entrepreneur of Saral Designs, a company which was founded to provide affordable and hygienic sanitary napkins to lower income families. It quickly evolved itself into a company producing 3-ply surgical masks to help the frontline workers and meet the growing demand. Similarly, next slide, please, ma'am. A young entrepreneur, Rakhi, who was running a maternity fashion brand, saw zero business activity for more than 2 months during the pandemic. So she chose to accelerate to enter the market with new products, and she started a brand called Enclose. This was Enclose was an overall which was reusable and washable and could be used by domestic workers in societies, beauty salons, hotel chains, etc. She obviously saw new demand for her products. Another inspiring story in the next slide that I've taken is of Lia Giani from Indonesia, who launched a culinary business named Monomaru last year. This particular business was so successful in which she delivered delicacies online that this gave her an opportunity to open a cafe in Kemang, a well-known business district in South Jakarta. Therefore, we can say that young entrepreneurs are often more responsive to new opportunities and trends and better adapt to the changing labor market. So a lot of opportunity for new and young entrepreneurs, and of course, it is the responsibility of people like us to train them into becoming successful entrepreneurs. To sum up in the next slide, let me point out some critical skills which are needed to become a creative and innovative entrepreneur. One is financial skills. We all know that how important it is to be able to understand and prepare important financial statements and records. Networking, we all know, is very, very critical. It helps us to generate new ideas. And in a business, this is a very critical skill needed to succeed. The ability to accept and act on feedback. So I must point out that successful entrepreneurs should never be afraid of critics. Instead, what they must focus on is improving using the critical comments and all the negative, critical feedback that comes in. Pattern recognition. Now, this essentially refers to the skill of identifying patterns in the sales, in the financial data, in the consumer preferences, through all the knowledge that comes in, and draw insights and use them to grow their business. Strategic thinking is, again, in the next slide, please, ma'am. Strategic thinking is again a skill which encompasses analytical skills, communication, problem solving. So these are the skills which are which help you to succeed in any field. But of course, these are of prime importance in entrepreneurship if you want to make a career in entrepreneurship. Negotiation is also a skill needed for valuable collaborations in business. And a previous speaker has also spoken about how important it is to collaborate the correct way to succeed in business. Growth mindset means that the entrepreneur is always ready to learn new skills and believes in continuous improvement. So nothing is unachievable if you continuously go through the process of learning. The possession of all these skills can definitely lead an entrepreneur towards success. So in the end, I would conclude by saying that entrepreneurship is essential for economic growth, for developing economies, and developing young, creative, and innovative entrepreneurs is a need of the hour. And also, it is quite possible in the post-pandemic world, which would be full of opportunities for the people who see and look at the right places. Thank you for your patient hearing, ma'am, and all the audience.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Dr. Mina, for your presentation. It's very interesting to editing knowledge for our participant. Okay. Thank you for our speaker. Give virtual applause for great speaker today. Virtual applause for Dr. Singgi Purnomo, Associate Professor Dr. Ilham Sentosa, Dr. Satinder Kumar, and Professor Dr. Menal Sharma Jagtaf. Okay, I will make a conclusion for speaker. To all participants, please be able to listen to my short resume. This conclusion is from Dr. Singgi. Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta, Indonesia already implemented entrepreneurship in all study program and all faculty. In according with in the line vision Universitas Duta Bangsa Surakarta be the global entrepreneur university. From Dr. Ilham, there is several ways how to be young a global entrepreneur. Three ways. One wise, the product is different with the other products. Twice, the importance of the integrated logistic, and there are collaboration with all my team to successful young global entrepreneurship. Okay, from Dr. Satinder, short resume from me. Digital entrepreneurship is a term that is usually refers to online entrepreneur who have who specialists in digital media and technology, and the one of strategies of digital marketing is SEO, search engine optimization. Yes. Okay. From Dr. Mena, short resume. There are 4 characteristics of successful entrepreneurship. There are decisiveness, confidence, team building, and risk tolerance. Okay. Sorry if I have many faults to make short resume of 4 speaker. Okay. Next, no, I will read a question from all participants. Can you check in the meeting chat from Dr. Caroline? This is a question from Dr. Caroline. Along with the development of the digital world, optimizing digital marketing is an obligation in the business world. However, there are many gaps, especially for novice entrepreneurs who still have limited capital. Can running digital marketing be done independently or always have to be with a team and outsource? It's especially for Dr. Satinder. Question for Dr. Okay.
May I? Well, later on I have to answer. May I know the answer?
Okay. That's your.
Thank you for this interesting question. Yes, that all depends upon your capability, whether if you are capable enough, you can handle all the activities independently. But if in case you feel you cannot have expertise in all the areas of digital marketing, in that case, you can have a collaboration with your friends or with your other persons. So that all would depends upon your capability, to what extent you are able to learn. You can have a expertise in that skill. If you are not able, reason being, I was talking about one person, they may have a expertise in a social media, another person they may have a expertise in the website, another person maybe have a expertise in the search engine optimization. So in the very beginning, I was talking about one person, they cannot learn all the skills. Yeah, a few persons they can learn, but they cannot have expertise in all the. Ultimately, they have to work in a collaboration. They have to work within a team. Reason being a management scholar, I can only participate from the management perspective, But as far as a technical part, for that I need to take the help from the person who are from the engineering background, more specifically from the computer side. So ultimately I have to work with another person, or to work in a team. One person they cannot, according to me, one person they cannot independently start the business. I hope I would be able to answer the participant.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Satya. Explanation to Dr. Caroline. I have a question for you. Okay. Next question from Lilis. I have two questions to our speaker today. The first question is how to development business sustainable, or how to development sustainability business. Okay. For all speaker. Okay. First, Prof. Ilham. Mas Ilham, can you say something and you can answer this question? How to development sustainable business?
All right, very interesting questions. It's about the business sustainability, how to develop the business sustainability. There is one term that currently is hot in the market. What we call it as a social business learning. Okay, social business learning. So what does it mean by social business learning? We need to we need to design what we call it as a social learning. It's a part of the social entrepreneurship area, which is we need to integrate, we need to integrate the social capacity, the social value, the social norm in our business. So with the social business learning, there's a lot of a strategy on how we design the business for the short term, mid term, and long term. Okay. For example, when we talk about designing a product, how the product can be useful not only for us as a startup, not only for us as a seller, but how the product that we are that we are doing right now can be affected to people around us. That is the social value that we need to design for each movement in our business. That is my view. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Ilham. Thank you, Prof. Ilham, for your answer. Okay. What is the opinion of Dr. Satinder about the question how to develop business sustainable?
According to me, although the way the answers that have been given by my co-panelist, Professor Ilhan, was very satisfactory. But being a scholar of marketing, normally being a marketing manager, they have to focus on the 4 P's. Normally we use the 4 P's in the marketing: product, price, place, and the promotions. If a company or a businessman, they are able to have a control over all these 4 P's: product, do their product having a quality, do product they are having attributes which are being required by the customer, do the product is able to satisfy their customer. Second P is the price. Do company they are charging the price which are the customers that they are willing to pay? Do product whatever the price which are being paid by the customer, do valuable for them against the kind of quality they are getting from the product? Promotion, what kind of promises which are being made by the company? Do companies are able to meet those promises that have been made by them by delivering a same product that have been promised by the company? And the place, to what extent they are able to, how much it is easy for a customer? So these are the 4 parameters that company they have to consider, or a businessman they have to consider if they want to remain in the business, if they are interested to sustain in the business. So according to me, they have to concentrate more on these 4 P's if they have to give a competition to their competitor, and they have to sustain in the business. That was my point of view regarding the same questions from the participant side.
Okay, nice answering from Dr. Satinder. Okay, how about Dr. Mina? Can you say something to answer?
I think the other panelists have answered the question very well. So,
Yes.
when we talk about sustainability, we must focus on economic sustainability, as well as the product should also be evolve with the changing consumer trends, the market trends, and the consumers' preferences.
Okay, Dr. Mina. Oh, signal not good. Okay, no problem. The next question from masih still release. Why should of entrepreneur must have by a student? In Indonesian berarti bagaimana jiwa kewirausahaan itu dimiliki setiap mahasiswa. Okay. Mas Ilham.
All right, very good question. The question is about how to install the entrepreneurial spirit for our students. Okay, how to socialize the entrepreneurial mindset to our students. My answer is very simple. Do not plan, just do it. Okay, so that in here is once they have idea, just do it. Even there's a lot of failure later on, but this is part of the success. That's once the students have a 1 time, 2 time, 3 times failure, this is part of the journey. So of course, there's a lot of strategy how to install the entrepreneurial spirit, but the most important thing is during the during the lessons, during the study, during the journey, the students must practice. That is the way how we are able to install the entrepreneurial spirit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Dr. Satinder, have any add or perception, the other perception than Prof. Ilham?
As it has already been shared by Professor Meenal regarding the entrepreneurs, they are not born. They all are supposed to have the qualities. They are some different characteristics that must be there in entrepreneurs. So it is all because of if they are having those characteristics in a person, so definitely they can be a great entrepreneurs in this era. So that was only my point of view. They are not the born, they have to learn the skills, they're supposed to have all these characteristics that have already been shared by Professor Meenal.
Okay, good explanation, good answer. Okay, one question before I call representation from Dr. Sandiaga Uno. Okay, one question again, one question, only one question. This is question from my friend, student of UNIKL Business School. Hello, my name is Farahida from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My question specially for Associate Professor Dr. Ilham Sentosa. What are the real challenges confronting local entrepreneurs with a particularly emphasis on Southeast Asia in order to survive and thrive in the market during the recovery state of the pandemic? Thank you. Especially for Prof. Ilham.
All right,
Just for
thank
you.
you so much. All right, thank you. So, okay, Ms. Farah, related to the current situation in Southeast Asia, in Southeast Asia. Actually, it's under the platform of ASEAN. We have so many collaborations agreements, So, from government sides, actually, is governments already facilitates in terms of the rules and regulations for the entrepreneurs. So what are the challenges in here is challenges doesn't want to challenge themselves. That is the situations. So this is the thing that we have to design. We have to encourage our entrepreneurs on how they are able to go further, to see the rules and regulations, to see the collaboration agreements, to see what are the privileges that we have within the Southeast Asian countries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Just enough for all question because this time is running out. All questions for the participant have been answered. Hopefully useful. Before I return it to the host, I would like to thank for speaker who have given me amazing material and answer. May be an additional valuable knowledge and experience for all of us. Thank you for the participation of all participants who have attended the panel presentation and asked questions to the speakers. Once again, I thank all our great speaker today. Amazing collaboration agenda of three countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, and India. Give applause for us. I will hand to the show over to the host, Miss Lilis. Thank you very much. Thank you for the attention and stay safe, stay healthy. I'm sorry if I have some mistake. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Miss Lilis. Are you listening me?
Baik, terima kasih sudah bisa di-unmute.
Okay.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to convey regard from our Minister, Dr. Sandiaga Salahuddin Uno, who today is represented by me. My name is Muhammad Nilal Himam. I'm the Deputy Chairman for Digital Economy and Creative Products. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salam Indonesia Maju. The year 2020 is a tough year for all of us, both for Indonesian and also for the world. The COVID-19 pandemic that has occurred since last year has brought big changes to all aspects of our lives, including in the economy sector. Data from Indonesian statistics shows that the Indonesian economy in 2020 experienced growth contraction of minus 2.07% compared to 2019. The value of this economic growth is still better though than the value of world economic growth that experienced contraction of minus 3.5% in 2020. However, on the other hand, it is different in the digital economy of Indonesia, which is one of the growing sectors in 2020. Indonesia and Vietnam are ASEAN countries that have experienced double-digit value growth, 11% compared to 2019. And even today, Indonesia is a country that has the largest contributor to the economy. Digital in the ASEAN region with value in the ASEAN region with a value of more than 40%. This is also supported by the existence of 5 unicorn startups from Indonesia out of 12 unicorn startups in ASEAN. And all of this, of course, digital economy is part of the creative economy. So we believe that creative economy is one of the winner in the pandemic, in the era of this pandemic. The digital economy ecosystem consists of several elements, including talents, products, with, of course, intellectual property-based products, finance, access to finance, infrastructures and technology, regulation, market, and also, of course, our cultural heritage. Kemenparekraf continue to strive to strengthen the digital and creative economy ecosystem in Indonesia through various programs. And one of them is, if I can tell you, is the Baparekraf for Startup or Backup, which is a program that aims to build and strengthen the digital economy and creative economy ecosystem by providing opportunities for local startups through incubation in learning experiences as well as networking. In terms of increasing digital and creative talent, Baparekraf has been running Baparekraf Developer Day, BDD, since 2016, a program to bridge local developer with the latest technology platform to develop digital products, especially in the application and game subsectors, as well as to connect those talents with the industry as well as startups. The Baparekraf Developer Talents is an expert class facilitation program for developer, especially for Android and front-end web developers, which aims to increase their capacity and quality with the industry standards. Also, in addition, we continue to strive in terms of digital sovereignty in Indonesia. Digital sovereignty includes individual creativity to creating works, an ecosystem that protects digital innovation produced by Indonesian people, especially in this strengthening the local product, and the relation between state institutions with interest in digital space. We hope that with all these programs, we can achieve, we can build, we can have a sound ecosystem, a digital and creative ecosystem for us to be able as a nation to thrive in the global economic platforms. And hopefully, I also hope that this webinar bring up opportunity for collaboration. Of course, so there are a lot of people here. There's more than 300 people to be part of the strengthening the digital and creative economy ecosystem in Indonesia, especially in terms of opening opportunities for Indonesian creative products to enter foreign markets and to collaborate with other international bodies. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Santi 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 Om. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Muhammad Nail. Okay, thank you for Mr. Muhammad Nail. And finally, we come to the end of this event. All the participants and audience, thank you very much for your joining and your nice attention. Please active your camera. We are going to take a documentation. And for the certificate, we will send it via email a maximum of 14 days before the day of the webinars. Please on your camera. We are going to take a documentation.
All participants, can you on the camera for documentation committee?
Okay. Once again, to all participants, please active your camera. Okay, that's all our event today. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Absent. Ya Allah, suara.